it just brings me to a larger like complaint that I have with the black community and a lot of people's families when it comes to their gay relatives, their gay siblings, their gay sons with daughters, whatever. Y'all love to consume our resources, and it feels like all you want from us are our resources, our money, our things, our ability to afford to travel and do all the exotic things we gays love to do, because that's who we are. Like, many gay people are overachievers. The average gay man makes much more money than the average straight man, and that's for a reason. We don't play. We don't play. But a lot of our families, they only want us for our resources, like they tolerate us for our resources. And these are people that are supposed to be Christians. Alright, you guys, it's been a crazy day at the airport. Our flight was actually delayed. You know what? We had a connection flight, and we missed that connection flight because the former airplane had to be refueled, and that took a little bit longer than expected. So we ended up missing our connection flight, and we're stuck in Dallas Fort Worth Airport for about 5 to 6 hours. So so far, this Mexico trip is turning out to be quite the trip. Hoping to be there in the next 3 to 4 hours, hopefully, but it's just luck. We're getting birria. You can see it right there. So good, so good. That is birria. This is what we came all the way here for. It is amazing. Amazing. You guys, you see, this is a handmade tortilla. You see how thick it is and how big it is? These things are unmatched in terms of flavor. You cannot buy these at the store. Like, when you have a handmade tortilla, it is amazing. I'm gonna use this, dip it in here, and keep going. I love these boots. We bought some 2 years ago when we were living in Mexico. However, the Border Patrol agents stole them from us. Like, I had some ankle boots. Love them, love them, love them, love them. And we went back to our car to look for them, and they were gone. Like, I literally had some burgundy ones. I loved them. It was real leather. We paid probably like $40 in US dollars. If you would have tried to buy them in the States, you would spend over $100, probably $200 for sure. But yeah, this is what you can get, and it's nice. I love ankle boots. Love them, love them, love them. Oh, I'm definitely gonna buy some before I go. Definitely. Everything is pretty much cheap here in terms of the clothing and whatnot. I try not to film people's faces because it makes me feel awkward, because they didn't consent to be on camera or be on my channel. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice here. So much to offer. This is why, like, once you visit other countries, you don't want to come back to the States. Like, I cannot wait till we get to move here. Not this place specifically, but the larger city I'm going to show you later, which is Guadalajara, Mexico. Buenos dias. Look at those nice boots. Ooh. So, guess who's getting married today? Me. We're actually getting married in Mexico, in the place where my husband proposed to me in 2020 during the pandemic. So this wedding, the purpose of this wedding is to make me a Mexican citizen. So the ceremony is going to happen in this same house. It's going to be fun. Only take place for about maybe 20 minutes, and then we're going to go from there, have a celebration, and just, have a good time. But yes, exciting day. Stay tuned. These are supposed to be really good, so I can't wait to try them.
These are saguaro cactus.
Saguaro cactus. The fruit of the saguaro cactus. Okay. Oh my. I was surprised the dog do nothing. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Check out like the channel. Okay. What? I was laughing because I'm gonna have to edit you out the video. I'm gonna have to edit you out the video. I'll just cover you up with an emoji. No one will see. Hey you guys, good morning. Welcome back to the Alpha platform. So we just arrived to our penthouse in Guadalajara, Mexico. Again, this is one of my favorite cities in the world. I actually want to move here. I've been talking to my husband about moving here in the next 2 years when he's done with his chemical engineering degree. But yeah, let me show you guys the penthouse. Let's check it out. So this is the living room. Let me just back up a little bit. I'll give you guys a tour from the entrance in on out. So you come in and this is what you see. Beautiful place. We've been here before, so when it was time for our honeymoon, I decided to rebook the place. Amazing place. We got the washer and dryer there, the kitchen, and all that good stuff. This mural was beautiful. Dining room table, a large mirror, couch, very Art Deco. I want to actually take you guys out to the patio so you can see more of the city. Let's check it out. Maybe a little noisy, but I think we can check it out. Just a minute. There it is. Yep. Beautiful city. Our master bedroom is actually right here, but the curtains are drawn. But yeah, like a beautiful city. So you guys, I'm actually interviewing for a promotion this morning. And I'm a little bit nervous because I have to do a presentation. My interview is in about an hour and a half. So I want to hop on and make this video very quickly. It won't be long. As you know, we got remarried in Mexico. And now I can become a Mexican citizen. I can start the process of becoming a Mexican citizen. Prior to the trip, I had a conversation with my mom because I was debating about bringing her to Mexico because she'd never been here before. And I told her, hey, we're going there to get remarried. Do you want to come? And essentially she said yes, but I won't attend the ceremony. And in that moment in time, I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, I can respect your boundaries. I'm fine with that. But when it's actually time to undergo the process or the actual event, it feels different. Does that make sense to you? Like, you can agree to something beforehand until it's actually happening, and then you realize that I don't know if I should have said yes to that. And that's how I feel about this trip with my mom. And I say this because this is the first vacation we've ever taken in my entire life. Um, we never took one as children, teenagers, even young adults. So I decided, of course, Alfred's always the one to take this shit to decide to like, hey, like I'm gonna try to, even though things are rocky, come on vacation with me and my husband and see this new country and whatnot. And she agreed. She agreed. So I'm, you know, I have mixed feelings. It's like, as a gay man, I feel like, why are our resources more valuable than us as human beings, as people? And that's a question I have for any person out there, or any Christian out there. Why are our resources as gay people? Because we do have resources. Most gay men make more money than the average straight man does, across all racial categories. People, you just learn to feel like people don't want you; they just want what you have and what you can produce and what you do. I just think, God, why me? Like, why me? Like, I've been able to break so many generational curses, so many generational pathologies in my family, including poverty, including, maintaining a long-term relationship with the man. But it came with the cost. Like, it almost seems like God, or whatever you guys believe in, whatever, because I don't believe in the God of the Bible and the God of the Torah and the God of the Quran, all these gods of these Bibles and these holy books. I don't believe in that. I believe there is a God, but we will never know. We will never truly understand or know that individual or that entity. And I just asked, like, God, why me? Like, why me? Like, yeah, Alfred, you're going to do all these amazing things, but it's going to come with the cost, and that cost is you being gay, you being shamed and outcast by your family, you being a pariah in your family. It's like in the black community, y'all will take anything but a gay man. Y'all will take a man that has multiple children with multiple women. Y'all will take a drug dealer, a person that's in and out of prison. But a gay man, no. People living in their truth, no. See, I don't know if I'll have her again on the next vacation, because of course I'm footing the bill for everything, which is fine. And I just wonder out there, how do you guys deal with it? Like, what kind of behaviors and like expectations do you have, or practices do you have when you're traveling with your parents? Or for example, T.S. Madison, I see Miss Mary's living with you, and I wonder, how does that dynamic work? How are you able to like be yourself and still deal with the religious person being around you? So I see that, you still talk your talk on your show, Fag Talk, and Miss Mary's right there along, just laughing, giggling. I feel like she's not threatened by what you do and who you are. But most of us LGBT plus people, like our parents, whatever, are threatened by what we do, who we are, the things we like. So for example, as we're driving around Mexico, we're playing, our typical gay music that my husband and I like, Todrick Hall, Beyonce, Shakira, like things pop music that we enjoy. And I notice that anytime it's something like gay friendly, gay positive, my husband's like, hey, look, she got on her headphones. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's fine. She's talked here and there about her thoughts about the music industry and people being involved in witchcraft. And I'm like, man, y'all spend so much time on YouTube looking at spiritual stuff that's not even real. And even if it is real, who cares? Like, nobody can make you do anything you don't want to do already. Nobody can influence you, to that extent that you change your whole entire being unless you allow it to happen to you. So it's like, and she mentioned something about the evil eye. It's just like YouTube has really led a lot of people off the deep end. And it's like, I don't claim to be perfect, and I know other people are not perfect, but as a Christian, how can you look down on LGBT plus people when you have a life that is in disarray, when you have a life that does not follow the book that you're using to condemn me with? So it's weird, it's different. I don't know how to feel, because again, this is my first vacation with her, and I don't know if I'm gonna do it again. the older I get, the more I'm starting to realize that having empathy, compassion, and the ability to put yourself in other people's shoes, it truly is a superpower. She and I had many conversations about her arguments and her dealings with other relatives, because my family is constantly arguing amongst each other, always fighting about something, bickering about something, saying hurtful things to each other. And I just had to tell her, like, look, you're the Christian, I'm not. But one thing I do know from my time in seminary school is that Jesus, when he first approached people to correct them, he first saw an understanding of the person. He wanted to understand their life, their circumstances, why they were the way they were, what they had been through. And a lot of Christians, they don't operate that way. A lot of people don't operate that way. When you meet a person and you're wondering why they do the things they do or why they are the way they are, you need to first seek an understanding. Ask them, hey, what was your childhood like? What are you going through right now? You know, and I will hear these excuses from her like, hey, everybody's childhood was hard. Everybody went through something. Everybody, but that's no excuse to not get therapy, to not seek help, and I agree. But everybody has their own journey, and just because you were able to get through something and you were fine undergoing some type of harmful situation, you turned out fine, doesn't mean the next person will be fine, and the next person can endure that, and the next person will just get over that as fast as you did. That's not how life works. So I stay away from Christian people. I stay away from religious people because I can't deal with it. I can't deal with the judgment. I can't deal with the hypocrisy, because many of these people are living the most immoral lives. Like, you don't have to be a religious person to be moral, to be a good person. And if you really like peel back the layers, these people are like nuts. These are some of the worst people. Some of the worst Christians, religious people are some of the worst people you will ever meet. When I was going my 2 or 3 years in ministry, in seminary school, without no job, I didn't get help by Christians. Christians did not help me with my finances. I had to still, do gig work, do jobs on the side, get help by my husband, and we worked as a team. But you would think that the churches that we were helping to support would help financially support us, and no, they didn't. So that's why when I left Christianity, my money went up. Everything about me changed, because looking back, my husband said, the only reason why I feel like you went through that journey of Christianity was so that you can learn that you were not a mistake. So that God could show you that what you have been taught and what the world is telling you about who you are is not true. And I'm telling y'all, a lot of y'all, especially black gay people, y'all are spending too much time in this church, in this Bible, and it's all false. It's not real. It's not real. There were agendas and political biases and things that that were taken into account in the history of the creation of the Bible that we're not really talking about today. If you're going to read the Bible, you must read it in context, meaning how it came to be, what was going on during the times that it was written, who wrote the text, because thousands of people wrote that text. It wasn't just Moses and the apostles. Don't be fooled. That book was written over thousands of years by thousands of different people who were influenced by the stuff of their time, just like we are influenced by the things of our time today. See, I'm grateful, I'm thankful that God has given me, or whoever has given me the ability to break the generational curses in my family, and to be successful, and to have empathy and compassion and approach people with an understanding. And I just get disappointed when I feel like I don't get that back. And that's why, it's so weird in my family, because all the gay people, I have a gay cousin and I'm gay myself, and that's it. We are ultra, 10 times more successful financially than all our other counterparts. All our other counterparts are not going to school. They're not getting degrees. They're not leveling up. They're not anywhere near us. And it's like, I told my mom during the drive here that, hey, look, why do y'all look down upon us so much? We are the only ones in the family doing something with our lives, doing something, doing big things. And even, we're going to do greater things in the future. But y'all still look down upon us. Even my cousin's mom, she's only wants to brag about his accomplishments and when he graduates from college and all these other things. And I'm just like, but what about who he is as a person? What about his partner? She refuses to hear anything about his partner. She refuses to like acknowledge that he has a partner or even meet this man. And it's like, life is crazy. Gotta go, you guys. I have to get ready for my interview. I'm gonna knock this promotion out the park because I realized I was asking my boss for a promotion for 3 years, and I realized nobody's gonna give you a promotion. Nobody's gonna give you a raise. I spent the last 6-7 years making $70,000, $75,000 a year. This year I said enough. I know my worth. I know how to get more money, and if I don't know, I'm gonna learn how to get more money. I'm gonna read financial books, listen to audiobooks, and sure enough, the more attention I paid to money, the more money I started to receive. So what I want to say is that, I doubled my income in a matter of months, more than doubled that income in a matter of months on my own initiatives, not waiting for people to give me something. The world is not gonna give you anything. Your parents, people, your job, your employers, they're not gonna give you anything. If you want something in this life, you have to go out and take it by force. All right, you guys, that's all I got for today. I'm gonna bring you guys some more footage from Guadalajara, Mexico. Thank you for your support. There's a lot of haters out here. A lot of people leaving negative comments under my videos, and a lot of you guys leaving positive comments as well. But it's like, I truly feel like they hate you because they want you. That's all I gotta say. Okay, you guys, we were at the mall, Guadalajara, one of the nicest malls in the city. This is like a luxury mall. Take a look. I love how it's a mix of like, you have a little bit of shade, but then it's mostly outdoors. And there's my husband, of course, walking in front of me. Okay. Everybody is so beautiful here. Like, everybody's dressed up. The men are good looking. The women are good looking.
Is it better if I'm in front?
You're fine. You're fine. Yeah, everybody is so good looking. Lisa. Look at the little playground. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. Does your mom have the Aldo?
Does she have
the converter app?
I don't think so.
You should get a converter app so she doesn't if it's worth it,
She'll probably just ask us, like, hey, like, how much am I paying for this? I know that she's been Googling on her cell phone, like, how much are things worth? How much are things worth? This is Zara. So you guys see, it's a beautiful place. Look at this. Okay. Well, yeah, we're having a good time. We're having a good time. You're gonna see the hubby in a little bit. I took some really good photos here last time, so I'm gonna try to take more pictures. I'm gonna have my husband do it very quickly, so just give me a moment. I don't really shop at malls anymore. I feel like I can just get my clothes online. What's the point of shopping on, a mall so I can get my clothes online? Okay, you guys. Well, I'm gonna take some photos.
So we are on a ride in the historic
Adventure
Center
Guadalajara.
of Guadalajara.
Guadalajara.
No, that's French.
Look to your left. You're gonna see as you pass by, you'll see
¿Gusten
more.
que les vaya mencionando los puntos?
Sí.
Mira, aquí a mi lado izquierdo tenemos la plaza de armas.
The Plaza de Armas. De la-
Porque el kiosco que está al centro de la plaza es un kiosco francés. Ahí toca la orquesta del estado lo que es martes, jueves y domingo de 7 a 8 de la noche.
Ok. Pero del virrey, ¿qué dijiste?
¿Mande?
Del virrey, ¿qué dijiste?
Metropolitana.
Like the government, where the governor works.
Government.
¿Y a la izquierda qué dijo?
Palace.
Esta es la catedral metropolitana.
Metropolitan Cathedral.
Esta es la plaza de las dos copas por sus fuentes a cada extremo de la plaza en forma de copa.
This is the two cup park plaza because both fountains look like a cup.
Al fondo, el famoso onda de los jaliscienses ilustres.
De la gente, the people that have donated to science to STEM in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Las cenizas de todos los monumentos que están alrededor están sepultados allá a la mitad de la plaza.
Let's see, it's Catholic ashes though, because they added women now, and it's women and men who have offered to medicine to the STEM. No de cuarto. No es de cuarto.
Este es de comida.
De comida.
Esto de comida.
Full market. It's only market. It's only food.
Este hotel produce divorcio.
People who
Es un año de anticipación para
so this temple is very famous because they say that if you get married there, you won't get divorced. You have to.
Alright, you guys, so this is the end of day 2. I believe day 2 in Guadalajara, Mexico. Why is it still beeping? What is that? Sorry, we have a carbon monoxide detector and we put some batteries in it, changed the batteries and everything, and it's still beeping. Please ignore it. I'm so sorry, but this is the end of day 2 in Guadalajara. We had an amazing time. Saw the entire city, the historical district, some cathedrals, excuse me. My interview for my promotion went really well. I think I'm gonna get the job. They told me they're gonna respond to me in about a week, so I'm looking forward to hearing back from them. Overall, just another good day. No complaints at all. I'm looking forward to Friday. I could take my little bitty edible and really enjoy my vacation, you guys. Thank you all so much for the support. Look at how beautiful this plant is. It's just amazing. Thank you all for the support. I apologize, I've been gone for about a week. So I'm coming back next week after my honeymoon is over, and I'll be making more content and more videos. But thank you guys so much. The wolf will be back. Alright, you guys. Peace. I thought that was 2 men at first. Wow. You'd be fascinated with the female body. Here's to home. Alright, you guys, so we're visiting some of my cousins, or my cousins. We're visiting my husband's cousin's family. The cousin just had a baby. So we're in a smaller town in Mexico. You guys are gonna see. Check this out. This is what the town looks like. You know, very small. Nothing like Guadalajara, nothing like Saguayo. This is much more smaller. I'm gonna show you guys the mountain because the mountains are everywhere in Mexico. Everywhere you go, you can see the mountains in the horizon. It's beautiful. You see that? Beautiful. You know, the road is huge, and once you visit around a few places, you realize you don't have to stick with the lifestyle in the US. The world has a lot to offer. I'm looking forward to take advantage. I mean, Mexico, there's so much more freedom in terms of starting a business, in terms of being able to break into a business and make a lot of money in that business. All you just need is the capital, you know, the US dollars, and you bring that here, and you know, you invest in a company, or you create your own company, and it does very well. So I'm looking forward to doing that in the next few years, you know, just really breaking into the Mexican market, because I do feel like Mexico is the future. It's where we in the US get all our food, some of our water, and other things like that. We get it all from Mexico. A lot of the manufacturing plants, jobs and whatnot are coming to Mexico or going to Mexico now that we can't rely on China. So I just see the investment opportunities exploding in this country because it's so close to the US, and we have such close trade relationships with the US already, in terms of Mexico and the US and Canada. So there's a future here, and I want Americans to take advantage. You know, I'm definitely going to be taking advantage of getting my citizenship in the coming months. You know, my husband and I will move here probably in the next 2 years, and you know, start our businesses and see what we can do. But there's money here. You know, you think about Mexico, you think about poor people, but only the poor people flee to the US. You know, most of the Mexican people who stay here, what I'm trying to say is, people in Mexico, the Mexican citizens that make a lot of money, that have a good quality of life, they're not trying to flee Mexico for the US, you know. So a lot of citizens, American citizens, don't realize that there are rich Mexicans, just like there are rich Africans, you know, in Nigeria and Ghana and whatnot. So the people do very well for themselves, and I'm looking forward to just, you know, try to expand my horizons as well. So this is the city. I forgot the name of this city, but it's where my cousin lives. He has some businesses here. Excuse me, my husband's cousin lives here. He has some businesses here, and yeah, I just don't know the name of the city. So anyhow, I'll be back. Today is my last day in Guadalajara. My husband is out. He's looking for boots right now. I think he wants to buy some casual boots, but I wanted to come on and just tell you guys about the last day. You did see the video about us hanging out with my husband's cousin. That was nice. We went out to dinner, had some Lebanese food. I've never had Lebanese food, but I don't really like it. Let me unplug this carbon monoxide detector. It is so annoying. Give me a moment, you guys. Yeah, we tried some Lebanese food, didn't really like it. Then I went to a place called Croissant Alfredo. I was like, yeah, I had to go to this place because it's my name in it, and it was alright. I had a little donut there, but Mexico is bittersweet. Like, I'm gonna miss this place. Like, it's bittersweet. Yesterday it felt like a dream that I was here. Like, I couldn't really believe that, oh my gosh, I'm waking up in Mexico and Guadalajara once again, because like I told you guys, I've always been wanting to move here for a while. Such a good time. I just wish I had more time. I just wish I had a little more time here, but I don't. Fortunately, it's back to work. I wanted to show you all the penthouse. You did see that video, that intro, but I couldn't because it's packed with people. There are people literally everywhere, and I was like, today is not the day. I'm not in the mood for the stares and the glances from people like, man, why is he taking a video? There's kids everywhere. There's grown-ups everywhere. There's people on the patio, like having dinner. And of course, here in Mexico, there are no black people. Like, you don't really see black people as part of Mexico. You have to go to southern Mexico to really see the black people. So I stick out, and I'm just not in the mood. Like, some days as a black person, you have to be in the mood to like be a black person, if that makes sense. And I'm just not in the mood today. So unfortunately, I turned around, just decided to come home. Tomorrow, our flight leaves back to Houston at 6 a.m. So we're gonna have to get up pretty early. I think I'm probably around 3 a.m. Head to the airport, turn in the rental car, and then, you know, it's back home to Houston and back home to reality. Vacations are weird because it's like you want them to end, but then again, you don't want them to end, because maybe it's just a part of us that does not want to go back to the day-to-day hustle that is, you know, work. that is having a W-2 type job. I haven't watched the news once since I've been here, and that's what kind of happens to me when I'm in Mexico. I kind of tune out everything in the States, and you know, you just notice that life moves a little bit slower here. People are not in a rush to get to places. Stores open at 10 a.m. instead of, you know, back in the States they open at 8 a.m. Things close down a little bit later. They close, you know, maybe around 10 p.m. Excuse me, here. Same thing with the States, but people are just not in a rush. Like life is moves at a slower pace. There are some changes coming, you know, with my husband and I. There's some changes coming, good changes that we need to make, and I think that's going to be helpful for the both of us. But overall, I just want to say, you know what, I had a great trip. I wish I got to meet up with some of the other gay couples that I met last time here. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to meet up. He told me he was sick, but I don't believe the dude. Like, I truly feel like the dude thought that I was single, and he thought that I wanted to have some type of like relationship with him and his husband, and that was never the case. Like, I let him know from the beginning when me and my husband met him that, hey, this is my husband. Like, I'm not single. So he asked me again on Instagram in a DM, like, hey, like, you're here, right? But who are you with? And I said, my husband. And then he was like, oh, I'm sick, blah, blah, blah. I'll let you know in a few days if I can hang out. And then, you know, I texted him like, hey, can we all hang out as couples on Friday? He was basically like, I'm still sick. And I'm just like, you know what? I think you're playing games. I think you thought that I was single and that you thought that I was going to be able to like mess around and stuff like that. And as a gay man, it's disappointing because sometimes we just want friends. Like, I'm not proud of this, but it's hard for me to have gay friends. It really is. I don't know if other gay men out there can relate, but it's like I don't want to smash. I don't want to bang. I just want to be friends. You know, I want you to show me the city that you're from. Show me the city where you live at, and show me around. Show me a nice time. But like, why does it always have to, you know, cut to sex? And the worst part is like, these dudes don't even know y'all. Like, y'all don't even know me. Like, the dudes, for example, my friend is Colombiano. He doesn't even know me. Like, you see this fantasy, you see this outside, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is the fantasy that I want to have. But you don't know me as a person. You know, I don't want to. It's crazy to want to sleep with somebody without knowing them. I could be crazy. I could be a narcissist. I could be a serial, you know what? Like, people just don't know, but they don't care because they just go off of how you look. Go off of how you look. I guess it's a blessing and a curse. Anyhow, you guys, yeah, last day in Guadalajara. I'll make a video when we land in Houston again, and you know, it's back to reality from here. Okay, so we finally made it back to Houston. Our Mexico trip is over. It was fun, 2 weeks. I want to go back. My husband and I had a great time, got married. But now it's time to go back to reality. Hope it's back, we're back. Peace.